Hello, and welcome to another GoldMine 101, our regular series of short presentations giving you hints and tips for getting the most out of GoldMine CRM. As remote work or working from home becomes increasingly likely prevalent, businesses need to make sure their teams, their users have got access to key applications like GoldMine CRM from wherever they are and anytime. And GoldMine offers several remote access options to keep your remote users in the loop, connected and productive, no matter where they're located. In this session, then, I'm going to give an overview of the four main options you've got. Now, this is not an in-depth explanation, not really too technical as regards these options, just an overview. Every organization will have different requirements for access or locations of users or what devices they're using. Everyone's got different GoldMine setups, and we at Wizard Systems, we can arrange more of a one-to-one session with you, and we can go over the options for you if you want us to explore that in more depth. And you could deploy the options I go through with you. You could actually deploy more than one of them. It is quite a flexible way of doing things with GoldMine. So, hello, I'm Tim Wilmot, and our company, Wizard Systems, we're a specialist CRM solutions provider who help out mainly small and mid-sized organizations improve their sales productivity, marketing, and customer service through the use of simple and affordable solutions like GoldMine. Now, the audio part of this call is one way only. If you've got any questions about anything I am mentioning, please pop that into the question section. I'll do my best to answer that at the end. Also at the end, I will give you a brief update on GoldMine, any product news for you as well. The session will last about a quarter of an hour or so, I reckon, tops. So just a very brief mention about Wizards. I know many of you on here live are familiar with us, but we're a long-standing provider of GoldMine CRM. We've been doing it for over 30 years now, so we should know what we're doing. And we provide any kind of service around GoldMine, the implementation, upgrades, integrations, customization, training as well, wherever you are, training, and ongoing support. Now, we are a multi-solution provider. We don't just provide GoldMine, we do provide other CRM solutions as well. And that's where the benefit of Wizard Systems with that multi-solution approach is we can match your requirements depending on what sort of system you want, and budget and specific requirements. We can match it to the appropriate CRM solution you need. Right, so what are the options then for remote access? I said there's four main options. First one I'm going to go through is called GoldMine Synchronization or Remote Synchronization. Been in the product a long time. Second one is Remote Desktop. Third one is Go Global. And fourth one, I'll finish up with GoldMine Web. No particular reason for that sequence, but I suppose GoldMine Sync, Remote Synchronization, that's been in the product for, well, a long time. So remote synchronization then. What it is, so this is part of GoldMine, you've got it, it's been in there umpteen years, and it's a way of, well, it's a powerful feature that allows your remote users to work offline, all right? No connection to the web, wherever they are, they've got a local copy of GoldMine, typically on a laptop, or maybe might be a home-based desktop PC. So they've got the GoldMine application on their particular device. You've still got GoldMine securely. It's all very securely on your server or PC or whatever. And then there's this thing in GoldMine called GoldSync, and that manages who these remote users are. It's all very secure. And these remote users, they generally initiate the synchronization. They push a button, and in the background, GoldMine, GoldSync, is transferring to that user. Well, it's a two-way direction, transferring backwards and forwards any new or changed information. since the last time they synchronized. It's really clever. There's not many. I don't think there's any other CRM solution that has this feature. As I say, it's been in the GoldMine product for a long, long time. It's still in there, and we've still got some users, some companies that do rely on that because it may be important. It's an ideal solution where you've got users wherever they are, they've got limited or no internet connectivity. So where they're based, or maybe another common way of using it is maybe if you're going to an exhibition and you may not know how strong the internet connection might be at the exhibition, and yeah, having your local copy of GoldMine with all your records on there and emails and so on. It's a complete copy of GoldMine. So that's remote synchronization for you, GoldMine synchronization. Option number 2, remote desktop. So with this remote desktop, GoldMine can be accessed remotely via the remote desktop feature, which is built into Windows, and that enables your users to connect to a remote computer, typically a server in your office or some other location, connecting over the web. And this option provides or gives the user a familiar sort of desktop experience, nothing new. They're going to see GoldMine exactly as you see it right now in the office. There's no training required. It's just a bit of setup and maybe some Microsoft costs to contemplate. So it's just like the remote user being wherever they are, but they've got a really long sort of keyboard and monitor cable connecting directly to the server in real time. They are on the system, and of course it might allow also that remote user to access other applications via remote desktop. It may not be just GoldMine. So part of Microsoft, very secure, certainly a very popular way of accessing GoldMine remotely. And many of us at Wizard Systems, where we are working from home or different locations, we too use GoldMine over remote desktop connection. Very fast, very secure, very reliable. Right. Option number 3 is Go Global by a company called Graphon. Go Global is then a third-party application. All right, nothing to do with GoldMine, but it was actually licensed under GoldMine. It was used by the GoldMine corporate some time ago, but now is a separate product, Go Global, which we supply Wizard Systems. And it basically is publishing solutions over the web. So you're accessing GoldMine via your browser. It's a really neat application. Very low cost, very quick and easy to install. It will support, from a remote user point of view, it will support a wide range of different devices. So if you've got Apple Mac users, they could be using their own sort of Apple Mac to access GoldMine via the web. Tablet users, different operating systems, very, very flexible, and not just GoldMine either. I mean, this is basically what you see if you had Go Global installed on your server, and the remote user has a shortcut on their laptop or their home PC or whatever. They just click on that, and then they'll be prompted for their network username and password. When they type that in correctly, so there's kind of like 2 layers of security, 2 layers of logging on. They will then see this program manager window where they'll see all of the different applications that you've published, as they say. So you're publishing these applications. So it may not be just GoldMine. It might be your accounting system, Sage 50, Office, QuoteWorks, if you're using that. You've got to think about, if you've got GoldMine somewhere else, you've got to think about all the other applications that need to integrate with GoldMine. They've got to be on the same kind of platform. So that's the little program window. Dead simple, and you're accessing GoldMine via your browser. It's going to look exactly the same, all right, just as if you're in just as if you're in the office. Right, fourth option, GoldMine Web. Now, GoldMine Web is a web-based interface to GoldMine, and it's included with GoldMine, by the way, has been since about 10 years now. It's been enhanced over the years, more bells and whistles, more features coming into it with each new release of GoldMine. So it's included with GoldMine, and it provides remote access to the core CRM functionality of GoldMine. So it's not supporting everything that GoldMine does, but you've got access to your contact records, your calendar, your activity list, your opportunities, your cases. There's some basic KPI dashboards in there as well. So, and your emails. Also, we support emails, linked documents. So it's a really neat part of GoldMine. It is provided with GoldMine. You've got it. If you're running an up-to-date version of GoldMine, you've got it right now, but it needs to be installed. All right. We need to advise you and install it for you. There's a little installation service that we provide to get it running, but it's very fast. You're going to see GoldMine in a slightly different way via your browser. Think of it like a simpler version of GoldMine. This would be great if you've got remote users who don't need all of the functionality of the Windows desktop client of GoldMine. This could be ideal for them. Nice, simple, easy to use CRM. So available via your browser and also via your mobile device as well. There's no data on the device. There's no application. It is not a mobile app. You are using the browser on your device, wherever it is, to connect, again, very securely to the main GoldMine server. So GoldMine is still installed somewhere, and this additional web service is implemented by us to allow your users to access GoldMine via the browser or via their mobile device. So 4 key ways then. I'd just like to make a mention about a thing called GoldMine Cloud. Many times we get calls from customers asking us about GoldMine Cloud. Is GoldMine going to be in the cloud? You might, if you do a bit of browsing on the web, you might stumble across GoldMine Cloud in the US. And this is not true cloud. Basically what it is, if you see GoldMine Cloud, it's GoldMine on a US server. And if you are in the UK or if you're in the EU, there may be several important reasons why you wouldn't want to go down this route. As I say, it's not true cloud. GoldMine still needs to be installed somewhere. All right. GoldMine will never be true cloud. It is what it is. And this US thing called GoldMine Cloud, it's basically a marketing exercise. But most UK, EU people would not want to go down this route for several reasons, for data protection and privacy, things like GDPR, that might, some sort of compliance that may prevent you from going or wanting to go down that route. Data sovereignty and any sort of localization requirements. There's some countries that will not want data to be stored outside of that kind of location. So that might relate to your country, wherever you are. You may have concerns over government surveillance as well. You can never be too sure, can you? Also, latency and performance. So you've got your data several thousand miles away, then that could have some impact on the performance there. And maybe think about support as well. With any kind of US operation, and you're in the UK or Europe, maybe you're 8 or 9 hours time difference there. So if you get an issue in the morning, are you going to get tip-top response from a support organization to get you going again? Big question mark over that. So you've got to think about that and business continuity. Anyway, there's loads of reasons why you wouldn't go down the route. So just be careful if you stumble across this GoldMine Cloud, it's not cloud. We at Wizard Systems, as I mentioned at the top, we do provide a number of different CRM solutions. We are not just GoldMine people. We are known across Europe and further afield for our GoldMine expertise. We've been doing it a long, long time, but we realize over time that you may be looking for other solutions. So we do provide other alternate true cloud solutions that you may want to consider. Right, so that's me done then on those 4 options: remote sync, remote desktop, go global, GoldMine web. If you've got any questions around this, please pop those into the question section so I can handle that for you. A question from Laura: is hosting the same as remote desktop? Yeah, very similar. In fact, some hosting companies may present it to you via remote desktop. So yes, pretty much. And we do offer, Wizard Systems, we do offer a hosting service as well. So if you don't want GoldMine on your own server, and this has been quite popular over the years, certainly since the pandemic, 2020. Yeah, if you don't want the bother and all the hassle of looking after your own server, and you want to basically rent a server, then we do have a hosting partner here at Wizard Systems that we've worked with for over 10 years. And in partnership, we'll get your GoldMine onto, if you're in the UK, we'll get your GoldMine onto this UK hosting service. Question from Dom: how much is GoldMine Web? So GoldMine Web is, so that the actual technology is in GoldMine already. You'd be advised to make sure you're on the latest version of GoldMine, which is 2024.2, because that will have the latest features of GoldMine Web. As I say, it has been enhanced over the years. So it's part of GoldMine, but it does need to be installed, and we offer a low-cost implementation service. I'll email you details of that cost. It is honestly very affordable for us to set it up for you and deploy it, and off you go. You've got another alternate way of accessing GoldMine via your browser or on your mobile, Dom. Stuart: is a copy of this webinar available afterwards so I can send it to my IT chap for his recommendations? Yes, Stuart, it will be. You should get a link to that from our event platform service, and automated email should come out. Also, if you go to our YouTube channel, and it will be probably one of the most recent videos up there, and it will be in the GoldMine video playlist as well on our YouTube channel, and you can share the link with him. Yes, certainly. Yeah, you raised a good question there. So IT chat for his recommendations. He might recommend remote desktop. Typically, IT people, that's their field of expertise. So you might be directed down the remote desktop route where they can advise you on that and accessing your other applications. Another question from Laura: we had GoldMine Mobile installed. Is it still supported? Yeah, GoldMine Mobile was, so GoldMine, that was a GoldMine product quite a few years ago, Laura. So maybe you're running a slightly older version of GoldMine there. Yeah, so GoldMine Web has been sort of discontinued in favor now of GoldMine. Sorry, GoldMine Mobile has been discontinued in favor of GoldMine Web. All right, so GoldMine Web is the way to go. Right, don't think there's any more questions there. Thank you very much for those. Right, latest news then. As I said, latest release of GoldMine is 2024.2. You've got to be on an annual maintenance contract from us, from Wizard Systems, and that over the year will give you access to all the latest updates of GoldMine. More on what's in that version is up on our GoldMine blog, on our main blog. Just go to our website, follow the directions to news or the blog. You'll get that. Do you fancy a review of GoldMine? Have you been using GoldMine a long time? Have you got into bad habits? Are you thinking of better ways of using CRM? If so, then contact us. We've got well over 30 years experience of working with all sorts of different organizations on CRM. We'd love to have a chat with you. And there's no charge for that. That's a free service that we offer. Right. That's me done then on remote access options for GoldMine. I said it would be fairly short and non-technical. If you've got any suggestions for future topics that you think would be of interest to other GoldMine users, the GoldMine community at large, please drop us a line. Love to consider that for future events. But thanks very much to those of you on here live for sticking through this and to the end. And we'll catch up with you soon on another GoldMine CRM event. Thanks so much indeed. Bye-bye.